Going to do keynote speaking is one of the areas that I would like to do more of, and this is an introduction. Mark Pfeifer starting out with a presentation that I have, which I'm pretty well known for now, which is called Expanding Time. So when I've got somebody up the front organising me, I'm sort of hiding down the back, and I sort of come from the back. So it's exactly what I'm going to do today. So Mike, if you're able to stand up and introduce, please welcome Mark Pfeifer, and this is how it happens.
And please give a big hand to my good friend and colleague, Mark Pfeifer.
Slow down, you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Yeah! A crock pot is famous for a certain type of cooking, and it's not fast, it's slow. Using my crock pot, I want to share with you my recipe for how you can expand time to optimize the profitability, productivity, and performance of your business. You might be thinking, is this guy really a chartered accountant? You can't expand time, Mark. Well, you'd be true. In fact, not to try to get down to too much detail, there are in fact 24 hours in a day. We all know that, don't we? But we get it down to an even minuter detail. We have 86,400 seconds in a day. Expanding time is not about increasing the number of hours, minutes, or seconds in a day. Expanding time is how you effectively spend, or more importantly, how you invest those precious 86,400 seconds. Now, whenever I hear that word can't, I always think of that wonderful quote from Henry Ford when he once said, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, either way you're right. In fact, it's a little known secret that Henry Ford named his Model T by taking the letter T out of the word can't. And when you take the letter T out of the word can't, what does it spell? Can. We need to develop a can-do attitude. Speaking of cans, we all know that Wattie's make great food. You know, baked beans, spaghetti. Who likes Wattie spaghetti? Baked beans, I hate the baked beans, but that, folks, is food for the body. Mark Pfeifer, I have created my own product range, and this is food for the mind. And I'm going to use these three ingredients for how I can teach you or share with you how you can expand time to be more effective in your businesses. Because you folks are amazing business owners being here today hearing me, because you've given up some precious time to be here. What are these ingredients? We have, and you'll notice that I personalise it for every company I go and deal with. I am the presenter at the Chamber of Commerce on time management. But the first can, folks, it is a can of attitude. You can be more organised. Very, very important in terms of any success in business. We have the second can, and this is probably the most important can. It is a can of action. You can know what you want in your business. You've got to have some direction in your business. And the third one, and this fits really with Colin Clapp here, and what is it? You need one can of accountability. You can go out there and get what you want. And it's really interesting, and I'm going to use those through my whole 45-minute keynote presentation here, or my 3-hour workshop if you're a different audience. It's fantastic. I can use exactly the same recipe for any core talk that I actually do, because I'm famous as a crock pot guru. I own 4 crock pots. I use one for cooking, or 3 for cooking, and 1 for presenting. But I was actually presenting at the Mike Pero Real Estate Conference in Rotorua probably 18 months ago. And when I asked that, when you take the letter T out of the word can't, what does it spell? Well, there was young Ashley in the front seat, and she said, Mark, can apostrophe. I thought, wow. And I've worked with that since, and I said, you know, the reason people say, hey, I could be a great professional speaker, what's the next word that comes? But what, folks, is your apostrophe? What is your but that stops you from being a more effective time management person, effectively in terms of your business? It's that but Mark, I'm not smart enough, or I'm not good looking like the beaver, or I haven't been voted the #1 business owner in the world. What is your but? And that to me is, but could be, but I'm not good at managing my time. But I don't understand my financial accounts. You know, I would like to make more profit, but So I am a butt specialist. That's a new one. amazing how you can pick up on something that somebody says. And so we're going to talk about the first one, which is we need to develop a can-do attitude. You can be more organised. And folks, as Karen said, this here is not a filing cabinet. This is a creativity tool that will take you anywhere you want to go in your business or in your life. But guess what? We file so much crap up here. We need to have a trusted system as to how we can get the stuff out of here into a trusted system. And folks, I have some tools that you'll see on my one sheet when I hand it out to you. In fact, I've taken the liberty of giving you about 5 sheets because I've got all these testimonials of where I speak at conferences. And one of the phrases that came from Mike Pero, and I love it, and he said, Mark Pfeifer is edutainment. Edutainment. Yeah. So I'd like to think that I can make accounting interesting, that I can actually make time management interesting, because guess what? The two are so hand in hand. But I come at it from a perspective where I can help you improve your financial, the balance sheet of your business. And a lot of time management people don't come at it from that angle, because ultimately you are all business owners here. How many people in this room want to grow their business? Show of hands. Who wants to increase their profitability, their performance? Yes, yes! You've come to the right presentation. And I'm going to share with you through my cans. Do you like that as a novel idea, folks? The can? Well, maybe not. It goes into the crock pot. And as we put all 3 ingredients into the crock pot and we mix it up, can you feel the success wafting through this auditorium of 2,000 people? And I'm thinking about my successful accounting business running back in New Zealand. Guess what? Without me, because I've been working with the beaver here. I've listened to the beaver. Man, this has gone on for a long 7 minutes. So I can go and tell you my head presentation. But folks, I am an excitable person.
You really?
I enjoy time management. To me is one of those areas I think a lot of people need to actually have more. Oh my God, 17 seconds. We've got more ability to improve how they operate in their business, and they do have to learn to delegate. So I will share with you through my presentation some techniques that I've used, and Evernote is going to be one of them. All of you know Evernote is certainly part of my presentation. Mind mapping,
and that's enough of Evernote.
And also Xero, the most amazing accounting system. Thank you.
Yeah.